Hi everyone, I'm Abby, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Attorney Justice for All. And this is the last episode of this Let's Play. So, a lot's gonna happen, yeah. In the last episode, we had a close call with Shelly the Killer because we cross-examined him. Yes, that actually happened. And, he threatened to kill Maya because we're trying to get Madengard found guilty, because he is. But, we have to create a miracle now. If that is the case, then even though I am reluctant, I must believe that Mr. DeKiller's testimony is accurate. It would mean that Shelly DeKiller's client is Adrian Andrews. Ugh. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? If I end the trial here right now, then your client, Madengard, would be declared innocent. And in his place, Adrian Andrews would be charged with murder. Miss Andrews will be charged with murder. The prosecution has no further questions, so we will now hear the defense's final remarks. Bailiff, please bring the defendant, Madengard, to the stand. The items from DeKiller's hideout didn't make it in time. We tried as hard as we could, but it looks like our time has run out. I can't believe it. The outcome now lies in your hands. Ugh. Did the old guy finally decide? To be honest, I can't think of you as a truly innocent and good person. You have done enough evil to drive a woman to suicide. But, at least on the charge of murder, it would appear you are innocent. Huh. So, I guess even the old fuddy-duddy figured me out. Mr. Engard? What an atrocious lawyer I have, giving his own client up like this. And that refreshing like a spring breeze crap, it's just as atrocious, don't you agree? Anyway, get on with it and pronounce me innocent already. Right, Mr. Lawyer? Ugh. Should I side with justice? Or should I save Maya's life? You better get Engard the guilty sentence, okay? But if I did that, Maya will die. But if I say he's innocent, Miss Andrews will be charged as a murderer. Do I say he's guilty or not guilty? Either choice I make, someone's life is going to end. It all hinges on what I choose. Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear the defense's final statements on this matter. If the person who hired the assassin was Adrian Andrews, then your client, Mr. Madengard, is innocent. There's no need to ask, old man. After all, my lawyer is going to say what I want, aren't you? Right? I can't do this, but I have to decide something. I can't count on the evidence to help me anymore. I have to listen to my heart. My client, and Madengard is... Yeah, and you actually have to choose. And no matter what, it doesn't really matter what we decide, because like you said, someone's life is going to end. But he's guilty, so... Yeah. We are waiting for your answer, Mr. Wright. Madengard, your client deserves an answer. I'm sorry. Madengard is... Just in time, too. Francisco von Karma! What are you doing here? Ow! You see now, don't you, Mr. Phoenix Wright? This is exactly why you should never take your eyes off of that scruffy fool. Did you bring them? The final pieces? Do you have them? You should know better than to ask that, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Von Karma is perfect in every way. The evidence is here in perfect condition. Don't worry about Scruffy. He's fine and his injuries are minor. All of the items are inside this. What a filthy old coat this is. That's Gumshoes. His spot is tattered rags anywhere. I apologize for its ugliness. But there was nothing else to wrap the items in. I thought long and hard this whole trial, all for what is inside that raggedy coat. I'm sure that inside that coat lies a crucial piece of evidence. Your Honor, inside that filthy coat are the defense's final pieces of evidence. Your final evidence? This trial is already over. All that remains is for me to hand down my verdict. I do not believe that any evidence presented now would change the outcome of this trial. What? Your Honor, it is our duty to examine every piece of evidence down to the last. I request that Ms. Von Karma be allowed to present these pieces of evidence. I suppose you are right, Mr. Edgeworth. I grant permission to do so. However, this one obvious rule applies here. If these items do not bring up any new points, then they will not be accepted by this court. Now, Ms. Von Karma, if you please. These pieces of evidence are items left by Tequila during his escape from the police. Must have been quite a rush. Yes, Your Honor. Tequila left 3 pieces of evidence. Somewhere among the evidence we're about to see, there will be something that will turn this whole situation around. Like a miracle. I'm sure of it. That is all we can hope for. The first item is a pistol. Does Tequila's pistol have anything to do with this case? Yeah. Does that pistol have any relation to this case? We have yet to perform a ballistics test, so I can't say anything for certain. However, I believe it has something to do with this case, at least with me. That's the pistol that he used to shoot you, isn't it? That's what I believe, yes. Oh. I kept the bullet there removed from my shoulder as a sort of memento. I'm sure it'll be an excellent sample for the test. So that's the pistol that was used to shoot Franziska. It's probably not going to help us very much. The second piece of evidence is this videotape. I bet Tequila took that from Angar Mansion. Have you checked the contents of that tape? Unfortunately, there was no time to. Oh yeah. But I would speculate that this tape is very important. Why would you say that? Because he came back to his hideout for it. Did the killer went back for it? That's right. It looks like he was trying to recover it. He injured 3 of the officers at the site. But somehow, it looks like they managed to protect it from Tequila. Surely Tequila is no ordinary man. The last piece of evidence is this bellboy's uniform. Is that a uniform from the Gatewater Hotel? Was that used during the crime? I'm almost certain it was. There's even a pair of black leather gloves in one of the pockets. There's no doubt about it. Tequila was wearing this on the night of the murder. There was one thing I found interesting about this uniform. And what is that? There is a button missing on this uniform. A button? It's a very unique button. I'm sure if we were to recover it, it would provide us with an interesting clue. That is all I have to present, Your Honor. Just as I thought. And what is that, Your Honor? I'm sure were we under normal circumstances, these items from Shelley Tequila's hideout would be very important clues. However, our question is not who did the killing. It is who is the client. Yes, that is correct. And these 3 items do not tell us anything about that. Thank you for your hard work, Miss Von Karma. You may step down now. Wait, Your Honor. Please allow me to examine this new evidence. Overruled. This court already has all the evidence it needs to hand down a verdict. Wonderful. Absolutely splendid. This judge is such a brilliant man, isn't he? Is this the end? Phoenix? I knew it. There's no such thing as a miracle in this world, is there? I think you're wrong. I think they do exist. But you have to make that miracle happen. You've come this far. You can't give up now. But no matter how you think about it, it's try, for my sake. Just think about it for a second. There are 2 ways out of the situation for us. 2? The first? Make Ingard wish from the bottom of his soul for a guilty verdict. Huh? The killer will always place his client's wishes first. If Ingard himself wishes to be convicted, then he will let his hostage go. That may be true, but that's asking me to do the impossible. The second way. Force the killer to end his contract with Ingard. If the killer were to no longer think of Ingard as his client, then he would let Maya go. Mia, that's even more impossible. He's a man who values his duty towards his clients above all else. I know both of these seem like impossible feats at first, but if you could make either one happen, it would truly be a miracle. The bigger problem is, the judge has already said he doesn't need any more evidence. The pieces he was just shown, he's not accepting them. Phoenix, think things through from the other side. Isn't that what has always worked for us? The other side? Wait, does she mean? You mean to turn things around? Phoenix, the judge says he doesn't need the evidence. If that's the case, then who does need it? The person who needs the evidence. The defense, prosecution, and the judge, we have all seen the pieces of evidence. And that is how we have come to know the truth. But there is one person who has yet to see them all. And that person does not know the truth. That truth may be what will bring about the miracle in the end. There are no objections this time, correct? Now then, I will pronounce my verdict. Why don't we all respectfully sit back and listen, kids? I've already told you, Mr. Wright. This court does not need any more evidence. I'm not saying it is us that needs the evidence, Your Honor. Then, you want to show the evidence to that person? Yes, Your Honor. Please, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, for you to ask with such passion, I will grant you one chance. One chance. Please show your evidence to who you think is the right person. That's impossible. To turn the situation around in one try? One try. That is all I will permit. I have to try to remember everything that has happened up to this point. Think, Phoenix. Think. There must be a way to save Maya while taking Ingard down at the same time. Now then, Mr. Wright, let's not waste any more time. Okay. Let's quickly save here, just in case. Remember, he said only one chance. Yeah. Who would you like to show the evidence to? There's a good ending and a bad ending here. I won't show the bad ending, but I'll link a video in the description that shows the bad ending if you're interested in seeing it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I see. And now, tell us this court one piece of evidence you'd like to show this person. Yeah. He values his trust in his clients above all else, but Matt Ingard doesn't trust him. He's planning on blackmailing him. Hence the videotape. That's how you get the good ending. Well, what do you think, Mr. Edgeworth? I think there is some merit in showing this evidence to that witness. Bailiff, please bring in their transceiver from earlier. All right. Looks like I managed to convince him. Maya, she's okay, right? Didn't I tell you to concern yourself with bringing about a speedy end to this trial? Now, if I understand correctly, you wish to show me one piece of evidence. Yes, one is all I need. I have here a videotape. It was found at your hideout. I heard you injured 3 officers in your attempt to get this back. That was most regrettable. However, it was an order from my client. I was told to protect that videotape. I thought so. Afraid I seem to have failed in that regard. Do you know the contents of this tape? I was sternly told by my client to not watch it, so I have absolutely no idea. Actually, you were on this tape. Me? There was a video camera hidden at the crime scene. Yeah. Our actions were being recorded. What? Is that true, Mr. Wright? Who was it that planted a camera? Well, the only person who could have placed a camera at the scene of the crime would be your client, naturally. That was Adrian Andrews? Be quiet and listen, Your Honor. Yes, sir. Your client specified a place and time for you, isn't that right? Yes. That was so they could film you. I had no idea. Mr. Wright, why would my client do such a thing? I would like to know why. Why did Matt and Guard film the crime scene? The reason why he did that is my ticket out of this whole mess. There's only one reason why your client would secretly film the crime scene. They wanted blackmail on him. Your client once told me something very interesting. You were talking about you, and this is what they said. But I'm no weakling. I don't believe anyone, least of all assassins. Oh, come now, Mr. Wright. Assassins aren't above blackmail. Yes, that's where the video comes in. With that, I can keep him at bay and even blackmail him if I want. Your client didn't trust you at all. They were thinking of using this video to blackmail you. What do you have to say to that, Shelly the Killer? Yeah. It looks like I was being deceived from the very beginning. Yes, by a natural. That is the kind of person they are. Your client is a person who only thinks and plots of how to use the people around them to protect themselves from any and all dangers that may arise. That is the true nature of your client. I have one question for the witness. Yes? You told us one thing numerous times during your testimony. You said that you detest traitors most of all. Yes, that's right. What if that traitor was your own client? What would you do then? That's obvious. I would break our contract in that case. And then, that client would become my next target. For the honor of the killer name, even if it takes an eternity, I would follow that person to the ends of the earth to exact my punishment. I see. That's all I wanted to know. So the traitor becomes the killer's next target. Ah, I get it. This cell will turn this case around. Mr. Wright? Yes? My contract with my client is over as of now. I seem to have a new job on my hands. I will now return to you, your precious item. What the? I'm not an item! Maya, I thought I'd never see you again. Oh, thank goodness. This trial appears to have come to its conclusion. However, I don't quite know what just happened there with the client and the witness and... Ah! Miss Von Carmel, where did that... She always has you in her sights. Now, I do believe it's time to finally hand down a verdict. Nervous now, aren't you little jerk? Mr. Wingard, it looks like somehow you got what you wanted. You have finally received the acquittal you wanted so badly. You should be happy. But before that, I'd like to make one final statement. Sometime in the near future, one very betrayed assassin may appear before you. Needless to say, that man is very good at what he does. I'm sure you would understand what I mean if you watch this video. Help me. Now then, Your Honor, the verdict if you please. Is this alright with you, Mr. Wright? We have finally reached the end of a very long battle. Whether he's convicted or acquitted, there was no escape for him now. Go on, Phoenix. Plead whichever way your heart tells you. Right, Chief. Yeah, it's pretty not guilty to see him get all scared. Congratulations, Mr. Madengard. Please make sure to savor every moment of what little time you have left. Your Honor, As always, the defense pleads not guilty. Very well. This court finds the defendant, man and guard. Please wait. What's the matter? If I get a not guilty, I'll be killed. I'm. Take that, you big jerk. That's what you get for not trusting him. You brought about your own downfall. And always, it looks like we have uncovered the real truth. We? I don't remember you helping out much in this. Mr. Edgeworth, how is Matt in guard? I have left Miss Von Karma in charge of his incarceration. I'm sure he's getting a full course meal whip leather right about now. Very good. That was a close one, wasn't it, witness? Yes. I plan to pay my debt to society for my own crime, Your Honor. First time I was called to the witness stand during this trial. All I felt was despair. Just me talking about the time Edgeworth really went after her. Guess she's trying to forgive him for what he did. This witness, how should I put this? She has an illness. If you're going to say you would choose death, that is of no concern to me. But after that, when I was alone at the detention center, that's the first time I really saw myself for who I am. Today, when the two of you used your combined strength to convict Matt, I felt like I had finally been saved. She's so pretty, isn't she? Wow, this is the first time I've ever seen her smile. I'm really happy that you two were in charge of this case. I really don't know how to express how I feel at this moment. This is the first time I've felt comfortable with myself, with who I am. Thank you so much, everyone. Poor girl. She went through a lot, didn't she? I'm glad we managed to save her in the end. Looks like we have resolved everything at last. As for myself, there are still a few things I'm confused about. And everyone seems to be in good spirits. That is good enough for me. That is all. This court is adjourned. You were great out there, Phoenix. What I did out there was right, wasn't it? This is the first time you've not gotten your client off. You got them a guilty verdict this time. But you have to look past all of that. What's really important. You now realize that there is something more than just getting a not guilty, right? Yes, I understand now. Phoenix, think back for a second. Think to the moments before Miss Von Karma arrived with the final pieces of evidence. Think about the incredible decision you had to make. Yeah. Now then, Mr. Wright. Let's hear the defense's final statements on this matter. Yeah. I can't count on the evidence to help me anymore. I have to listen to my heart. Should I side with justice, or should I save Maya's life? My client, Madengard, is... Eh. Is he guilty, or is he not guilty? Those were your choices then. And your answer? Your answer spoke to what being a lawyer means to you. Right? Edgeworth? I have good news. Maya's now safe in police custody. Really? Pearls? You're telling us the truth, right, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, she's quite safe. She's on her way here as we speak in a patrol car. Ah, Mystic Maya! Mystic Maya's safe! You did it! You really did it, Mr. Nick! Ow, she punches deceptively hard for a kid. I believed in you. I kept saying to myself, Mr. Nick will save her. Mr. Nick will save her. Oh. Thanks. Oh. What's wrong? Miss Von Karma. About earlier, thanks. Ow! Why are you still smiling, Mr. Phoenix, right? You lost. Your perfect win record has now been crushed. And yet, you are still happy? I don't think you'll ever understand, Miss Von Karma. How dare you? Don't worry. She may in time. After all, I was like that myself until a year ago. Edgeworth? For my own personal victories and for guilty verdicts, I used every dirty trick in the book. so my windbreaker remained spotless. But a man appeared and stood fast against the selfish me. I fought him in my usual manner, tasting my first defeat. Against Wright, yeah. I felt like I had lost everything because of that. And then it was my turn to sit in the defendant's chair. And I was saved by that person I called my enemy. I couldn't forgive myself for all that had happened, so I left the prosecutor's office. And I left that note. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death. As well you should have. A prosecutor who ashamed himself with defeat should crawl into a hole and die. But that was not what happened. After I left the prosecutor's office, I finally came to realize something. It was in that moment of clarity that everything began to change. What foolish nonsense. The prosecutors use anything we can to attack the defendant. But every time we did so, no matter how desperate the situation, instead of giving up like most people, that man would hold strong with his undying faith. And then, before I knew it, I began to trust in that man as well. What? You trusted your enemy? It doesn't matter how many underhanded tricks a person uses. The truth will always find a way to make itself known. The only thing we can do is fight with the knowledge we hold in everything we have. Erasing the paradoxes one by one. It's never easy. We claw and scratch at every inch. But we will always eventually reach that one single truth. This is, I promise you. The truth. Yes, that's the reason why prosecutors and defense attorneys exist. I'm sure you knew that already, didn't you, Wright? That's why you couldn't forgive me. This man who went into hiding. Isn't that right? This man who only had his sights set on victory, who ran away into the night. Ah! Is Mr. Edgeworth right, Mr. Nick? You really let me down. When you disappeared, I felt betrayed. The reason I decided to become a lawyer to begin with was because I believed in the things you said to me all those years ago. And you betrayed your own words. That's why, 1 year ago, I made up my mind. I decided the Miles Edgeworth I knew had died. At least that's what I told myself. You pathetic fool. Miss Von Karma? I don't want to hear the wretched whimpering of a disgraced loser. A Von Karma is someone who is destined to be perfect. Miles Edgeworth, you are no longer worthy. You are no longer worthy of being a Von Karma. And neither am I. It's over. It's all over. Francisca threw something on the ground just now. This is an electromagnetic receiver. Isn't that the thing she used to track Detective Gumshoe? I'll return this to the precinct later. There's something else. Ah! Isn't that Miss Von Karma's whip? I'll never set foot in another courtroom again. I'm sure that's what she's saying by this action. You should keep this, right? Okay. Nick! Maya! Mystic Maya! Mystic Maya! It's so cute. Oh, Nick, I knew you would come through. You got Engard convicted, like I knew you would. And on top of that, you even rescued me. Well, of course I did. You know I'd never desert you. Oh, we sure pressed our luck this trial. Really lucky to be standing here. Whatever. Look, it's over, okay? Besides, if I did croak, I would just come back and haunt you like a bad ghost too pearly. Is it really that easy to do something like that? Thanks a lot, Nick. Don't mention it. Maya? Oh, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm relieved you're alright. Hey, looks like you've made some real progress, Mr. Edgeworth. Well, I suppose I'm a little different from who I was a year ago. Heh. All right. I think it's time we got out of this depressing place. Huh? Where are we going? Food, Nick. Food, grub, chow, I'm starved. So hungry even you look like a nice juicy burger and a bun to me, Nick. You think I look like a burger? I'm a prime wimp at least. Come with us, Mr. Edgeworth, please. You insist. All right, so how about we hit up our usual burger joint? Don't be silly, Nick. Huh? This case messed up that awesome evening. I got in the way of my gourmet food, so I've decided that we have to make it up by having another feast. Another feast? Come on, Nick. Food! What she's been through, it's amazing she's still rather all cheery and stuff. Hey, pal. Sorry to keep you guys waiting. Gumshoe, are you alright? Yeah, I'm really embarrassed. I didn't think I would hit a telephone pole of all things. A telephone pole? Then it wasn't a red light that got him. It did it again, city boy. I feel like my dear old heart was gonna give out on me, and I ain't joking. Yeah, it was more exciting than the very last episode of the Steel Samurai. Thanks. Now look at here, Mr. Snooty Prosecutor. Don't you reckon you bullied Mr. Wright too hard? If you don't start being a lot nicer to him, I might just kick it. Tonight, even. I'll keep that in mind. Well, come on now. Everyone gather round. Now they're gonna get your picture taken by a genuine professional photographer. Looks like a lot of bought herself a new camera. Well, pal, at least we can put this messy case behind us now. Come on, tonight's all about eating, so let's go chow down, pal. Amen to that, pal. Amen. You know, when you think about it, you were the one who saved the day, detective. Huh? Me? You really think so? He's right. If it wasn't for the 3 items you took, I think this trial would have had a very different ending. Ah, well, you know, it's... Huh? Wait. That's odd. When I ran off with the things from the killer's hideout. I was sure I took 4 things in total, sir. What? 4? Yeah, I'm sure I put one of the items in my coat pocket. Was a 4th item? Ah, come on, y'all. It's over. But woo, boy, I tell ya, you really are something else. Between getting accused of murder and getting kidnapped, never a dull moment with you, huh? You think... Why does she look so happy about that? Exactly. But being shut away for 2 whole days. Weren't you scared? Yeah, it was really scary. I felt so hopeless. So to keep my mind off of things, I drew a picture. Sounds like you had it rough, gal. So where's this picture of yours? Yeah, I want to see it. I want to see Mystic Maya's picture. You know, I don't know where it went. Oh, it's too bad. Well, that's alright. It wasn't anything important anyway. Ah. Sure is nice to finally see them both smiling again. What is it, Edgeworth? This thing is picking something up. Ah, that's Miss Van Karma's receiver. Thanks to her, I had the most awful experience of my life, sir. I can't believe she stuck a tracking device on me. That's odd. Even though you're standing right here. Tracking device seems to be in a different location. Oh, it's probably busted or something, sir. Well, it doesn't matter. Afraid it's about time for me to excuse myself. I still have some work to do. Huh? But Mr. Edgeworth, you haven't even eaten anything yet. And if you eaten way too much, you glutton. Oh, give her a break. I had fun tonight. Now if you'll excuse me. Wait. What? I just want to say thanks, Edgeworth. You really saved me out there. If anyone should be saying thanks, it should be me, right? I feel like word alone aren't enough here. I wonder if there's anything I can give him to express how I feel. It seems weird, but you have to give him the whip. What's this? Thank you. It's all thanks to you two. You and her. You don't need to thank me. I was only doing my job. Looks like Mr. Edgeworth has left, Mr. Nick. Hey, Mystic Maya? Yes, Pearly? I guess you two can go back to being lovey-dovey, right? You and Mr. Nick, I mean. Pearly, would you cut it out already? You're embarrassing me. Anyway. Yo, who's paying for this lovely dinner party? As if you need to ask. Everyone say thank you to Nick. Huh? Ah, yeah, I'm kind of at the point where I can't even buy instant noodles, pal. But I kind of already put your name on the bill. Huh? Yeah, I got me a situation just like that myself. This is kind of a shop in this hotel, see? And I just bought myself this good old beauty here. It better be anyhow for $3,000. Huh? Actually, I reckon you bought it for me since it's on your tab and all. Huh? Isn't this great, Mr. Nick? Yeah, Nick. Why do I suddenly feel like screaming? Aw, you don't need to hold back now, you hear? Yeah, pal, time to let it all out. This is going to be the first time I hear the real you. Go on, it's been a while since I heard you say it. I've been busy being a hostage and all. Alright then, if you say so. Yeah. You really came through for me, Nick. I had to hide that letter, but I knew you'd find it. I really feel like I've been living on the edge lately. I mean, I've escaped death 3 times now. Pretty cool, huh? I feel like a pro. I'm so happy that you could save Mystic Maya, Mr. Nick. And I'm so happy for the 2 of you. Speaking of which, I think this hotel is a popular place for honeymooners. So I sort of made reservations for the 2 of you, just in case. It's cute. Pearl is cute, innocence of youth. Even though she's seen a lot of stuff now, yeah. Well, pal, it looks like I'm back on the force again. Mr. Edgeworth had a long talk with the chief and he got me reinstated for my sake. I heard he said things like, letting that one go is bad for all of society. I knew it, crashing headlong into everything is the only way to live, pal. Yeah, Edgeworth does care about Gumshoe, even though he has a strange way of showing it, yeah. Hey, Maggie. I, Maggie Bird, am retiring this uniform as of today, sir. I'm going to be a waitress from now on. And bring smiles and joy to people who come by the restaurant, sir. I hope you'll stop by sometime, Mr. Wright. Ugh. Yes, are you here to visit a patient? I'm Director Hardy. Recently, yes, that girl, you know. I haven't seen her around. Yes. But I remember, if I even laid so much as an eye on her, it would go crack. Didn't matter if I got whipped though. Yes. Ugh, God, it's so disgusting. Kinda like salmonella from the first game. Ugh. It's time to begin our quest of world circus domination, sweetie. To let the world know we are serious, I plan to make a fabulous flight to Zimbabwe. Hey Max, what do you think Zimbabwe is like? You think there are castles made of cake and bunnies who can talk? I think if there are any talking bunnies, you and they won't laugh at Moe's jokes. I'm ready. There's no way these jokes are gonna fall on deaf ears. I'm going to be more contemporary with my humor. Mo Curls, represent. We've got our new act all worked out. Prepare for the Hallelujah chorus. Say something, will ya? You're supposed to start this off. Get on with it. What's this? Trash, just an ordinary electric razor was charging on its stand. Can't believe this. Really, how long do they plan on making me do this? Aw, but it's Itchy Poo's idea, so that means it must have a deep hidden meaning. But why do I get the feeling they wouldn't forget about me, would they? Ow! was never like this in the old days. Everyone thought the world of me. They used to call me Queen Wendy and treat me like royalty, and any man who hasn't heard about this is going to feel the pain on my heel, is going to feel the burn. Speaking of burn, playing with fire is very dangerous because of that. 3 of the warehouses where they stored the steam were burned down and it caused a huge stinker. Yeah. Game was fun and all, yeah. Kind of inconsistent in tone. And of course, the Turnabout Big Top is very divisive and a lot of people don't like it, but yeah. I appreciate everything you Mr. Edgar did for me from the bottom of my heart. Oh, that's right. I received a letter from Miss Von Karma. She said that after I get out, I should feel free to consult her about anything at all. I'm really thankful to have met everyone. Yeah. So, a bit inconsistent in tone, but it's still very fun, yeah. It has become difficult for me in this country as of late. As such, I will take a short leave of absence. If you would like to request my services, please be sure to visit my homepage. And we both be blessed with longevity. Yeah. A remote detonator in the transceiver. Kind of made it funny because, you know, remote. Where are you going, Franziska? How did you know I was here? With this. I heard you were planting things on a certain person. Things like tracking devices in his coat, for example. That's just like you. I only planted it there because he was always wearing it. This filthy drab coat of his. I don't know how it ended up in my luggage. But it's going in the trash, I promise you that. Oh, that's right. Speaking of that man, he told me something very interesting. And I ran off with the things from the killer's hideout. I was sure I took 4 things in total, sir. 4 things? Seems he put the last one in his coat pocket. He put it in here? It doesn't matter anymore. Case is already over. What are you going to do now? That's none of your business. Are you running away? Shut up! You don't understand a thing. You can't possibly understand what it means to be a Manfred von Karma's daughter. Franziska. So many expectations from everyone around me. Expectations I must fulfill. I'm expected to win no matter what. And failure, such a thing is not an option for me. My father was a genius. There's no doubt about that. But me? I'm no genius. I've always known that. But I had to be one. I had to. You may not be a genius like your father, but you are a prosecutor. Have been and always will be. No, I'm not. Not anymore. I've even thrown my whip away. Speaking of that, Wright gave me this to hold on to. Right. You knew something like this would happen, didn't you? I'm going to say this again. You prosecutors do not fight for personal honor or pride. I hope you will think deeply about what you should be striking down with that whip. You haven't changed a bit. You've always left me alone and walked on ahead without me. Miles Edgeworth, I've always hated you. And then, finally, my chance to take my revenge on you arrived. If I could win against that man, if I could make Phoenix Wright bow down in defeat, then this girl you left behind would have risen higher than you. That was supposed to be my revenge. Yeah. I see. You know, I can't do it. I can't change who I am. I can't throw away everything I've been until today. I believe you can. It's like how Adrian Andrews did. Adrian Andrews? You were going to use her during the trial, right? But you were dependent on your father by using his tactics. Isn't that right? Today you chased after me, after I had left you behind all these years. And that's why we're standing here now, side by side. But I have no intention of stopping. If you say you're going to quit your walk down the prosecutor's path, then this is where we part ways, Francisco Von Karma. I am Francisca Von Karma. Don't think I'm going to walk in your shadow forever. Our battle begins now, so you'd better prepare yourself, Miles Edgeworth. Yeah. Phoenix Wright. Monday, someday. I'm sure we'll meet again in battle. Until then, this last piece of evidence that never made it to you. I'll take good care of this fourth piece, so I can give it to you, and at last we meet again. It's so cute, isn't it? That's the picture Maya drew, yeah. Yeah, that's all. That's the end of that game. And the next game, Trials and Tribulations. Yeah, I won't quite be doing that one quite yet. I'm gonna take a break until like November from this game, and so the next game I'll play is BioShock Infinite, and then after that it'll be Halloween. So again, I won't be playing this game until November. But yeah. But anyways, thanks for watching. And feel free to like and comment and subscribe and check out my Twitch and Ko-Fi and Twitter/X. And again, next time it'll be BioShock Infinite I'll be playing. So look forward to that. Peace off.